I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, everybody. Making the Cut Season 1, Episode 5 and 6. My name is On Mikhail, underwear designer and your ultimate fashion guide. With me, somewhere in LA, I have a native New Yorker who is making the cut in LA, Renaud.
Hi, everybody.
And with us, we have a former model who worked for LA Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, and Chicago Runways, Maria Williams.
Hello.
And last but not least, Cody Epperson, who used to be a stylist at J. Crew for 6 years.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys.
Hi, On.
Hi.
You
Hi,
all look
girls.
great in quarantine. I love it. Well, let's start talking about episode 5. They flew to Tokyo. It looked so amazing, so much fun. The challenge was to create 2 streetwear looks, one a shocker, one sellable. So what's your overall thoughts for episode 5? Jerosling, go for it.
I actually was really impressed with episode 5 with the 2 streetwear looks. I also liked the layout of the runway show with the escalator. Some of the designers really stepped up to this challenge, even challenged themselves and succeeded. But then there were others that, people that I had high hopes for from the beginning, like Sabato, who it was just like, all right, I think it's really nearing your end because you're just staying in your own element. And that's just not what a designer who wants to win $1 million should be doing. But overall, this was one of my more favorite challenges so far. And I was happy with the looks. Megan was my favorite. We'll get into the runway looks, but like Megan, Sonder, yeah, and Esther. Sorry.
Bria, what do you think?
I loved it. I always thought that the Asian culture was always like a step ahead in fashion as far as like their commercial looks and as far as like it being just different in general. So I really think it gave them the opportunity to step up to their culture and give us something different and really work with colors, or at least try to, with some of the designers that we see that are usually just, using black fabrics and things like that. So I really like that. I feel like being in Tokyo pushed them to a new level.
Cody?
Yeah, I enjoyed this this challenge. I was excited to see what the designers did and liked what most of them did. I thought it was really interesting that like most of them were just like, this is what Tim said, but I'm not going to do that. And one thing Tim pointed out at the beginning, when Heidi made Tim wear those white shoes and he didn't like it, I was like, thank you, Tim. Those shoes are horrible. I don't know why they're a trend. They're the worst thing. I hate them. I don't know why. Why? They're so ugly and chonky. Everyone who wears them is going to look back on their photos like, oh, remember the early 2020s I was wearing those white shoes? What were we thinking? That's what's going to happen. Y'all watch.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, yeah, I agree. I really love the episode. I think they're like, they stepped up, most of them, and whoever not left. So I really like this episode. I like streetwear. Everybody liked it. It was very like, usually like all these dresses are just like, okay, who is going to wear it and where? And then this streetwear was like, okay, like, this is like a brand that might be the next thing. So I like it. But let's jump into the looks. Before that, Jerosling, you have something you want to say to the audience?
Yes, guys, thank you for checking in and tuning in with us week after week. We are so happy that we can still give you fresh content amid the quarantine. Continue to support us by liking, subscribing, giving us 5 stars on iTunes. And thank you for making us the ESPN of TV talk.
Yes, thank you, guys. We love you. Let's just jump to the first look. And the first look of episode 5 was of G1. What do you guys think, Jerosling? Tell me everything.
I like, I appreciate her for her innovativeness. I like how the buckles connected the pants together, right? If I can't see it, but I'm assuming I can remember. Now, I wasn't really a fan. Like, I did like the one with the Korean letters on it. I thought it was funny when that look first came out, and the one judge, I can't remember his name, but he's already a designer. And he was like, is that written in Korean? Like Heidi and Naomi, you're going to be like, yeah, that is Korean. But like no one's going to know that but you. But yeah, I really did like the look with the Korean print. It was very like urban, streetwear, modern. The other look, I just appreciated, but I wasn't a fan of it. It wasn't like something I would really wear.
Yeah, I have to just add about this, the Korean print. Like when she was up the stairs and I couldn't see it well, I thought it's like the Louis Vuitton like collaboration or something. It was very like Louis Vuitton for me till she came down. And then I saw that it's like her name or something. But yeah, Cody, what do you think?
I really liked her. Truthfully, I think she should have won this week or for this episode. But the thing is, I think it's because this is her wheelhouse. This is what she's strongest in. I think they were just ready for her to have something really great. And though I do think her designs were the best for what this challenge was, I think because we've already seen this from her, no, they weren't blown away, which is why. Oh my gosh, Renaud, the other people won. The other two.
Won? Oh yeah.
Renaud. Yeah, Renaud.
But yeah, I really like her looks. I like the buckles, and I like that it's her name in cream, which I think is really cool. And then she used it again the next episode.
Yeah. I agree. I think that this is definitely her wheelhouse, especially with it being a Puma collaboration. I think this just screamed her. So I thought that this would have been her win. But like you guys are saying, this is kind of what she does all the time. So it's not really surprising, but I definitely think it was in the top looks. I like both looks.
Yeah, I thought it was a top look. But wait, before we continue, I have to say to the audience that didn't watch the episode that the winning look from this episode, the designer want to collaborate with Puma and create an outfit that will be sold on Amazon or already sold on Amazon. So we'll get to the winner later. But let's just move to the next designer. It was Esther. Who want to start? Bria, you want to start?
Yeah, so Esther, I just want to assume it was a black outfit. There we go.
It was something dark, yeah.
This was different. I had no idea what it was either. I don't even know what you would call that, rubber, leather-ish type of hair, which I thought was really cool. And it definitely had the Japan vibe. She does a really good job of packaging everything together from head to toe. And so I'm not a fan of the dress on the right, but kind of the crop top look. That's it's cute. She should definitely be adding color to her outfits. Nothing loud, because in the next episode I thought it was too much. But yes, I like the crop top look in this one. I love the hair. She came packaged.
Geraldine?
Oh, yeah, no, I know that. I was like, oh, I forgot I didn't go. I mean, of course, it did stand out to me that they were black. And when the look is black, it's really hard to see the detail in the designs. But I still really like the silhouettes. I like the fit. Those hats were just, I wouldn't wear it, but it's still bomb. It's creative because it's like, you know, for a day, like you don't want to do your hair. That's the perfect hat to wear because it's like a hat hairstyle. But I got what the judges were saying, where they just kind of wanted to see her step out of her element and stop using black. But I also understood what she was saying that's in her brand's DNA. So it was interesting to see what she was going to do after this, because it's like you have to step up to what the judges are wanting. But this was one of her two looks were one of my two favorites from the whole this whole challenge. So shout out to Esther, she killed it.
Cody?
Yes, I really liked the hats. Those are really cool. I thought she did a really good job of kind of collaborating the challenge with her own personal aesthetic. So I thought she did a really good job with that. However, I do think her outfits are a little boring because they're all black. But I do like that she stayed true to herself, as well as mostly succeeded in the challenge. But at the same time, I also think that it's cool that she has her own thing, that like all black is like her go-to, and she does a bomb job with it. The only thing is, I just feel like that's it almost seems juvenile to me. It's like, oh, I only do black. It's like, okay, great. Good for you.
Right.
Only black. How fun.
Mean, yeah.
But she does a good job with it. It's just, but on the other end of the spectrum, it's like, yo, like, grow up. Like,
I just can't
things.
imagine. I can't imagine walking into a clothing store and everything in there is all black. Like that's just weird to me.
Yeah.
It's just like, but in the same time, I see, like, first of all, on this episode, I think that she killed it. I think it was very streetwear and it was very like ready to wear. I loved it. It was black, yeah. And then I remember when I was in Amsterdam and I was working with some brand there, and they had also like black and white and very like basic colors. And then maybe you will see one rack with like red or something like that. But this is like kind of like she's from Berlin, I think. So I think they love to wear black there. So she's going with something that she knows and familiar with. We are like, you know, American, international. So like we love colors, but like I think where she's from, black is very, this is what they like. So that's why she's so strict on it. Yeah. But I agree, like she needs to add more colors, but in her own terms, because next episode she was trying so hard and it wasn't great. So, so yeah. Let's move on to Sander, that we all love and adore.
I do love and adore him, but I didn't love and adore these looks. They were weird.
Yeah, they were weird.
Because they weren't streetwear to me. I guess I'll go because I'm already talking.
Yeah.
They weren't streetwear. I don't really know what street exactly that would be worn on, but I do.
Fifth Avenue?
Fifth? Maybe on Halloween. But I do appreciate Sander for staying true to his aesthetic. It's very different. It's innovative. It's in your face. It's avant-garde. And he brings that week after week. And you find yourself getting excited to see what he's going to have come out on the runway. And to me, that's a designer. However, I was not a fan. That first pink look, it's like a lampshade on her, just sitting on her shoulders. And then the red look I was appreciating, but then I guess he told the model to go like this. It rubbed me the wrong way. It rubbed me the wrong way, but I do love Sander. He's one of my favorites.
Cody, what do you think?
I partially agree with Jocelyn on I don't know what street she's walking down, but I actually think these outfits are really, really beautiful and really interesting and different. And I think he did a great job. But it didn't fully fulfill the challenge.
Yeah.
But I really like them. I think he did a great job.
Bria?
I absolutely loved the pink outfit. When I saw it in the previews, when they were in the studio, I was so excited for it. I was like, ooh, that is so cute. I'm not sure about the red outfit, but what I love about Sander is he does create such good designs that I don't doubt that if they're telling him to tone it back and be more commercial, that he could absolutely do it. So,
and he did next episode, but yeah, I mean, I didn't like the looks. Oh, like obviously some girls maybe in, I don't know, not Fifth Avenue, but Rodeo Drive, like for them it's streetwear. But yeah, it wasn't like what the challenge is telling you to do, but he is a good designer. I mean, I didn't like the looks, but he's very creative, and I appreciate that, because a lot of them are not creative. They're just going with the box, like G or Sabato that left. So I feel like he's really like putting himself out there. But anyway, let's move on to Johnny. Who wanna start? Cody, let's start with you, boo.
I said he killed it. I absolutely loved these looks. They're so modern and trendy, or I don't know what to say trendy, they're very chic and stylish. Like, and he made his own print. Like, that was really cool. I really like both these outfits. He did a great job with his leather. I like Johnny. I think he's going places.
Geraldine?
I agree. I know he was like disappointed with the print after he saw it, but the way he did it on that first look with the sheer jacket, it looks so dope. I wish he would have just incorporated a little in the second look, maybe like in the bell or just a lining of the shirt, just some kind of way, because it is a dope print that offsets well on like a solid color like black. I know some people were disappointed that he needed help at the end, but I do think that was because he didn't need help in the following week, and I think he needed the help because of how long he spent doubting that print, which actually really made the look. And I agree with Cody. I really do like Johnny. He is one of my favorites, but at the same time, I can also see how his insecurities could be his weakness, and it'll make him, turn out in a lower position than another designer on the competition. But I like Johnny, and he did good this week.
Bria?
Yeah. I really, really, really like Johnny. Johnny and Megan are the top two that I just think are solid. And I love his design. I love how he took photos of flowers and greenery and made that himself. That to me was unique. It was different. And honestly, they really do look like mini hymns. I know he kind of said he was going into that, and his style is so dope that he pretty much got away with it in this design. So I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I love Johnny. I think that he is amazing, and how he made the print so fast with his computer. I don't know what he uses, what app or what system is it, but it was amazing. I didn't expect that when he took the picture and he's like, "Oh, I made a fabric," and then it was sick. And the looks are sick. I will wear them. They are sold out on Amazon, so Johnny, get it together. I checked it. But yeah, let's just move to our next one, and it's Megan. And Bria, since you love her so much, you will start.
I do love her. Hey, girl. So I love this one with the jacket. The fact that she added a pop of red to that, it just screams like, hello, I'm here. And the print, she loves to go big with her prints. So I love that both of these outfits, because I would wear them both, how she made one black and white with the design and the other vice versa. She really made it, like I said, a collection that we're going for. So I'm just ready to buy it. I guess I should have checked Amazon too but I didn't. Have to check after.
You didn't like it enough. So
okay.
Roslyn, go for it.
I love both of the looks. I will wear them too, just like Bria said. I love that print. It's geometric, also giving me just like, African urban vibes, Harlem 125th Street. I really am a fan of Megan. She stays true to her brand week after week, and despite whatever the challenge is. And I think she's a designer. She's successful. She's going to be successful after this show. She's just really delivering it week after week. So kudos. Hats off to her.
Cody?
This doesn't really resonate with me. I thought the first look was safe, and the second look I put better. Truthfully, I mean, she's a great designer, but I have not been like blown away by her. I'm not too keen on her like you guys are. But it looks good, it's cute, but I'm not impressed by these.
Yeah, I love her. She was on my favorites, and she was like on the special segment, the one that I chose. But the first look, I didn't like it. the first skirt didn't work for me. But the second look with like the red strings here and stuff, this was sick. Like I loved it. So she is true to herself. She is doing good stuff. I just hope that she's not losing herself in some ways. Like, the skirt wasn't great. So like I see her so talented and so good. Like if she used the pants or something else instead of the skirt, it will work better for me, I think. Or if the skirt was more fitted and set better. But oh well. Well, next look is Sabato. And guys at home, Sabato left this week because he didn't step up and made what they asked for. But Roslyn, let's start with you because you loved him.
Yeah, I'm just really disappointed. I see that I guess he can only do a dress. And honestly, I do not understand what Tim was saying about the original print that he came up with, and Tim was like, "It's profound." I was like, "Where?" Like, no, that needed to go, and these two looks just needed to go. I do like at least the I guess the second look that has the cutouts around the shoulder neckline area. That look is okay. Like I could see myself like throwing that on if I'm gonna go grocery shopping on a rainy day, maybe.
When nobody's looking.
I know, when nobody's looking. I'm trying to give him something. I mean, I was hoping when he had bumped into his friend in Japan, which that was really a interesting moment because it was just so crazy how it's like random, random bumping into your friend. I would have hoped that would have inspired him, But Sabato, I do think he's a good designer, and he's going to be successful in his own right. But I just think all the other designers have shown that they're stronger than him and they can rise to the occasion. So I definitely agree with the judges, and it was his time to go home.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I have to add that he got so emotional and he tried to talk to the judges to let him stay. And he was like, listen, I got emotional. I used to live here 17 or whatever years ago. I got emotional being here. And I feel like if you lived here for so long, Tokyo is so inspiring and so colorful and so fun and streetwear, you should do better.
Right.
But it's my thought. I think if I'm already talking, I think the looks were awful. Like really, like it's not really designed. Like you can put like little fabric on yourself with a hat and call it a dress. So it wasn't a dress for me. But Bria, what do you think?
Yeah, I thought that. I mean, he mentioned somewhere in the episode how he doesn't really think long, he just does it. And I just felt like this episode he spent too much time thinking, he spent too much time smoking on the bench, he spent too much time just doing other things besides like trying to figure it out here. And honestly, this competition isn't for everybody. Like everybody can't be shaped and molded, and they can't change their designs. And so he's shown that week after week and somehow has made it this far already. So it's just like there's a niche for him, it's just not, this isn't it.
Cody?
Yeah, I'm really disappointed because he was someone who I think is very talented, and I thought he was going to go a lot further, but yeah, this was disappointing. I said it was boring and safe, and it looked like a gothic Handmaid's Tale. like it just
oh my god, it does.
Right, like with the little hoods and just like
a good one.
Like
it does.
I was sad to see him go because I really like him, but it just he didn't make the cut.
I have to say it was sad to see him leaving, and even like Naomi got emotional like when he left and cried. So that means it's he's a nice person and he's like very relatable, and it was very sad to see. But I was like, it's your time. Like you don't have what to offer here. But okay, let's move to Renaud, and she was the winner of this challenge, and we'll talk about her look now, but I have to say that her look with Puma was sick. Like when they showed the picture, I was like, oh my God, this is so good. Even though it looked like kind of like G style.
But
did. I loved it so much. So guys, go check it at home, a picture of the Puma one because we don't have it. But Rosen, you want to start to talk about her look?
I appreciated the patchwork. I'm more of a fan of the jacket look. But the other look, it's giving me like modern 70s vibes just with the shape of the pants and the shirt. I can't necessarily. Okay, the reason I feel like she deserved the win this week is just because she really stepped it up based on what the previous feedback the judges had given her. However, they weren't the two of my favorite looks of all the designers, but
I agree.
She killed it with that patchwork.
Yeah, I agree. Bria, what do you think?
I don't think she should have won. It was different when it walked out, which I appreciated, but I don't really think this was a winning look. I don't even really know what else to say.
Okay, Cody.
I think her design spoke well for the challenge, but I do not like them. I agree with I'm not about the first look. Like I'm not a fan of patchwork, and I don't like I don't like this whole like 90s clashing pattern thing coming back. Like it's just not something that I'm here for. And the second look, I think, looks like a sleeping bag. And I think she did what the challenge was asking her, but I don't think this is good at all.
I actually, I think she stepped up for herself, but it wasn't great. Like other people made better things. And also it wasn't very streetwear, like easy to wear kind of thing. Like, even like the coat thing, like the coat dress, it's great and it's very like streety, but it's not easy to wear. It's not something like you'll put on as a street.
I'd wear it at a campsite.
I mean, it's very like it's very runway look. So I don't know. Where are you going, Cody? What are
with that outfit? I'm going camping.
Well,
Forest
anyways,
couture.
that was episode 5. Let's jump into episode 6. I want to hear your overall thoughts for episode 6. The challenge was to create 2 looks that represent the concept of opposing forces, like feminine, masculine. I don't know.
Right.
Go
dichotomy.
Go with that. So yeah,
Dichotomy.
so
That's the word.
dichotomy.
Right? We
I
all
love
learned a
it.
new word today.
Yeah. So yeah, overall thoughts, Jocelyn.
It was interesting to see what the designers were going to choose to select as their opposing sides. I was really impressed with Sonder because he was pissed off, and he ended up. It's like that anger just fueled into just madness. But I thought, honestly, I mean, of course, aside from the person who went home, and then there was like one other look. But I thought all the designers did a great job on this one too. Once again, Esther as well.
Better.
Esther splashing in that color, I appreciated it, and yeah, like I'm excited for us to get into the looks for this challenge because they were good.
Bria?
Yes, I thought it was very futuristic. The fact that they were able to pull up whatever it was, their backgrounds, and have a whole fashion show collaboration with it, I thought that was really cool, and I thought that it enhanced some of the looks coming down the stairs. So I thought it was great.
Cody?
I liked it. I thought a lot of the designers' choice in their dichotomy theme was a bit of a stretch, but I think for the most part, they did a great job. At first I thought Sandra was being kind of a brat when they were like saying like, he was like, oh, like, I don't want to make it that way. Like Esther can choose not to put color. I'm like, well, Esther not choosing to put color is not part of the requirement for the challenge, but whatever. Mm-hmm. But then he made a really good point about the judges like, oh, breakthrough, make a breakthrough. And then when they do, they're like, that's not what fashion is. So I thought he made it, that's something we touched on before with this panel. And I thought that was a good point that he made. So I thought it was a brat, but then he made a good job. And then Heidi's sequin jumpsuit and then her sequin dress were everything. I want them. Well, I'm gonna be Heidi for Halloween.
I love the episode. I think like, first of all, Amazon offices are sick, and they have like, oh my god, like the run was amazing, like all these like screens and things moving, and it was just like fascinating and like, wow, an amazing fashion show. I have to just talk about this Nuri thing, like this
what
animated thing. Loved her. I want to sit next to her and gossip. I love her.
Oh, I was confused.
You know she's not real.
Yeah,
like she wasn't actually sitting
in my head.
She wasn't in the audience.
I know, she's computer animated.
Yeah.
I thought it was someone in the audience with the head on.
Oh,
I feel like there was, because I think there was an actual person there, because the way the person next to them was sitting, she was like actually
she was looking at something.
Right.
I don't think there was anyone there.
It might be like a somebody in a
like a suit.
Like a
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was sitting there.
But anyways, love that. It was such a cool thing that we didn't see stuff like that in Project Runway. So I'm so like excited about this. But we don't have a lot of time, so let's just jump in to Johnny's look. Geraldine, you want to start?
Yeah, I love Johnny's look. I'm not really a fan of the print he chose, the black and white print, but just the way he used it. The one look with the pants and the top, the loose fitting of it. I'm a fan of like loose fitting clothes. Sometimes I don't always want to show off my figure, but I do. I really like the fit of that.
I love the figure.
Yeah, I mean, but then it was just killer. Johnny continues to rise to the occasion, and again, nobody helped him this week. He didn't have Renaud come help him. He did it all on his own, and he delivered. I was really impressed with his looks.
Bria?
Yeah, I forgot which judge said it, but he was saying how Johnny's taking his leathering patching to the next level, and the detail was stunner. Like, I loved it. I thought it was so good. I love that outfit. I think I love when they just mesh together so well, and you're like, that's a cute little collection. Like, just pop out and sell it real quick. I'll take it, you know.
Cody?
Sander. Johnny was one of the ones who I thought that his like theme was like light and dark, I was like, that's a bit of a stretch. I think he just wanted to use the houndstooth
Fire.
and decided to make that a thing. But however, I do love these outfits. I'm a big fan of the houndstooth. I think it looks great with the leather. Wow, I can't remember the judge's name either. But he was the guy who does the.
Yeah, we got to find out his name. The guy judge.
Joseph.
Joseph.
No, yeah.
He I think he was solely spot on. Johnny's doing a lot of things different with the leather, and I thought both these outfits were killer.
Altazara. Okay, yeah, no, I liked it. I think that he can do so much better, but it was really great. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. Like, it's very him. I included the letter in it. Like, I just like that when it went down the runway, I saw Johnny coming. I saw Johnny's vision. But anyways, no time. Let's just move on to G's look. Who want to start talking about G?
I'll go first. Okay. I never get to go first.
Oh.
Yeah. I said it was nice. I thought her first look was really creative and fun. I'm super into it. I mean, actually, I'm not super into it, but I'm into it for her. I thought it was really cool. And the second look, I kind of wanted to see what her original design was, because this I felt was very boring. The judges weren't impressed with it. But her first look, Tim told her that it was like too much going on. But I actually was really curious to see what she was going for with those pleats and everything. But I think she did a good job, and I like the colors, and it matched her nails.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went shopping for blue nail polish.
Bria can go. I'll go last.
Bria.
Okay. I loved it. I thought her accessible look was cute. I thought it was accessible. I mean, that's what they're asking for. It's not too much, but it could sell. So I liked it.
The accessible was the blue dress?
That's what I'm thinking.
Presumably.
Yeah. Okay.
I would hope so. But I thought that it was good. I love the colors, and I love how she used her name here too. So it was good.
I like the. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You wanted to go last, so
you go.
No, I really didn't like any of them. I think it's like her original vision, when like the Adidas thing that she's always doing, it's so much better than what she was doing. Like, this big robe didn't do it for me. Like, okay, what is it? Like, cool patching on it, but what even is that? And the dress, the fit was awful. Like, I agree with Kiara. Like, the fit of the blue dress was so bad of the model. Like, last minute, when you put a dress on a model and it doesn't fit well because she's skinnier or something, just do something in the back, Like, it was such an easy alter to do on the model. So it just got me pissed. But okay, Drew, can go.
Yeah, I like the colors. The first look I do like the most. It's, with her incorporating her name, but I'm not a really big fan of the fit. And that second dress, it was just way too short in the back. Back to Cody's thing, if I've been down to pick up my keys, I'm gonna be.
What about the keys?
What about the keys, Cody? And you would be flashing the whole world if you've been down to get your keys. So I just understood why, she ended up being the one to go home this week. Wait, did she go home?
No, she didn't go home.
She did.
My bad, but she was close to.
Renaud.
She was close.
Whoops! I thought we were talking about Renaud. I got mixed up.
Guys, get it together, okay? Let's take a breath. Okay, now let's talk about Renaud, because she went home.
That's why
so
she's
now let's talk about her. Who want to start? Bria, let's start with you, because you're so quiet there.
I mean, I can stay quiet.
These two are causing so much issues here, and you're so quiet. So.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm not a fan. I don't know what's going up with these shorts. It doesn't look like it fits properly. It looks like the center is like moved over to his thigh. And the jacket, I don't know if it's supposed to be asymmetrical or if there was a cutting issue. It doesn't go well. I just don't like it. I don't like Kiara said, the leather looks pleathery. It looks cheap. I don't know, which is disappointing because she's really good. So this was just like a mistake this week. She just messed up a little bit and just needed another opportunity, because this isn't her best work.
I agree the fact that I wanted to see more of her, and I was just like, when Naomi was like kind of rooting for her and she was waiting for somebody to step out and be like, okay, I changed my mind, let's give it another chance. I was really hoping that she's gonna convince them, but they were all like, no, no, no. So
well, she barely defended herself. Like, her argument to stay was, in my opinion.
In
I was like,
addition to
girl,
that,
I don't think that she had a good personality at all. Like, what she was saying was awful, but I did wanted to see more of her because she did do great things. But Jeroslyn, what do you think?
But when you think of like what the judges said, what is her aesthetic?
That's I agree with you. That's I don't know.
If you look at her from week after week, you don't really know where she's going versus when you could look at Megan. You know Megan's style. You know Saunders' style. Even Sabato, you knew Sabato's style. But with Renaud, you really don't know.
You don't know. But she was saying too, she was like, every day is different. You will never know with me. So that's a mistake because you need to know.
That's not going to create brand
loyalty.
loyalty.
So if I'm going to, those two looks just weren't it. It was definitely her time to go.
Like, the only brand that can say you don't know, and I agree with, it's Fashion Nova. But if you want to be a designer, you have to have some solid of story, you know.
And that's because Fashion Nova steals everybody else's design. So that's
exactly because it's fucking 12. Sorry, it's $12 dress, you know. So, Cody, what do you think? Can you say...
What's that? I was not really impressed. The skirt with the jacket, it's cute, but like it's not impressive. The other look, I actually really like this gold jacket. I think it's cute. I think this like off kilt thing is intentional because if you look at the pants, they also have that weird thing. And the shorts, they just look like some seersucker shorts gone wrong. But I like the jacket.
Oh, thank you.
That's how I feel about Renaud this week.
Well, let's just move on to Megan because we don't have time. So what do you guys think? Bria, talk to me.
Megan, so I liked her outfits. I wasn't a big fan of like the metallic look that she had in the front. I agree from a distance, it looked really good, but when you got up close, it was okay. But I loved the white suit. The white on white suit was bomb.
Well, I'm trying to see the picture because I forgot. Okay. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Thank you.
Like the metallic just looks, I don't know, it kind of looks like a garbage bag. So
wow, you're aggressive. You're aggressive today.
But I love Megan on a daily. She knows I love her.
Jeroslyn, are you there? Hello.
I love it. I wasn't a big fan of the foil wrap on it, but at the same time, I got where she was going, and she's not afraid to take bold steps each week with her designs. And again, I just think that we know the woman that Megan is dressing, and she continues to dress that woman each week with each challenge. And again, I was impressed. I would definitely wear that white pantsuit. I could see Naomi in both looks crushing it. Heidi as well. So Megan, great job once more.
Cody?
I liked them. The dress, I think at first the silver was a lot, and then once she was going down the stairs, I kind of like, oh, I see it, and like at certain angles it looks very couture. So I agree, it was definitely a risk and a bold choice, but it's good. And then the suit is amazing. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love it.
Well, yeah, I think the dress was very couture, very runway. So I really appreciate that. And the white suit is like everything. It was perfect, perfect made, perfect everything. So I like that. Let's move to standards. Cody, you want to start?
Heck yeah.
Look, I'm giving you the first one. Look at you.
Thanks, boo.
You're stepping up.
I really loved Sanders' looks. I've said that they were elegant, and he killed it. When he was showing them to Tim, I was like, oh my God, what is he doing? I thought it looked so bad on his mannequins. But going down on our staircase runway, I thought they looked really great, and I thought he did a really good job. And I also thought he was another one where it was like, where his like theme of the dichotomy, I was like, what is he talking about? But it ended up working out really well. I think he did an amazing job.
Bria?
I really loved his looks. I love the one with the open back. I thought it was just so, it brought sass and sexy to it. So I really liked that. I liked how he incorporated the green. He was sassy at the beginning of the episode about how he doesn't have to do this. Why do I have to do that? And that kind of turned me off. But when he came with this, I was like, okay, you could talk a little bit and then still show up. So I'll take it. So yeah, I was a fan.
Jonathan?
Love it, love it. I mean, I would totally wear that. Just maybe I don't know how it would look on like my skin tone, but I love the looks, and he's one that shows like you can make freaking beautiful, gorgeous pieces through anger and frustration because he was completely pissed off, and he put that all into his design. So shout out to Sander, he totally deserved to win, and he made a statement.
I would just say about this that last episode he was like bringing looks that are so not accessible, and he showed that he can do it. And I think that's what he was going for. Like the looks are not wow fascinating for the challenge, but they're like accessible. That's what they told him to do, and he did that, and he killed it. Well, and let's talk about our last look, and it was Esther. And I want to start because again, it was black. It was like, okay, why are you going with black? Even though she put like this like neon thing that wasn't great. I feel like the other look that she did with the clear parts, the black dress was, for me, was amazing. Like I loved it so much. The one look with the color wasn't great. The other dress was sick. I think she is true to herself, and she's creating amazing garments, and you just go with it or not. This is the brand. You want to invest $1 million in the brand, keep her going. But if not, just send her home. This is who she is. But you, Jordan, go.
Yeah, because it showed like her black look was the stronger look, and it showed like she was trying to appease the judges, and the look with color just wasn't it. But again, I just still think she is extremely, extremely talented, and I really do like both looks. Even though we don't really care for the gold look, you can see some TikTokers wearing that damn dress. Like
I see top models walking red carpets with it. Like,
yeah. So, still great
Maria,
job.
what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I love the black look. The yellow one I wasn't a fan of it, but the silhouette of it is still amazing. It's just the colors that are kind of throwing me off. So if there were different colors, maybe, I don't know, black and white or something, but it's still great. It's amazing. It's just a color choice.
I agree. I love the black one. It came out really beautiful, especially with that clear panel, really set it apart from everything else. The second one, it looked like the Fifth Element, like Lilu's, but like a raincoat. And I didn't like it. I know I liked the choice of I thought that I had higher hopes for that choice of material. Like I know what she was going for with that, like how like the edges of it were like kind of, well, I can't think of the word, but like they were just brighter, and I just don't think it was executed properly. I think that it wasn't what she was hoping for, and it wasn't what I was hoping for. But I agree, and I think she's also very talented, and I think she's very professional. She even said like she took the judges' feedback from last week, and she was like, "Look, I tried to do what you guys wanted, and this is what we have," and it turned out for the most part pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Well, okay, shout out to Bria for making the pictures again.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bria. You're the best.
Well, we don't have news this week, but we have a special segment. And so
yeah, we
Cody
do.
Take over.
Fashion World Watch. All right, y'all. So we're going to decide who we think is going to make it. And now we only have 5 left. So there's not a whole lot of them to choose from. So okay. I'll say for now.
Let's just say the names because
just say the name because we don't have any time.
Oh my gosh, you guys. All right. Jocelyn, who are your 2?
Megan and Esther.
Bria.
Johnny and Megan.
On.
It's me, right? Esther and Joni.
And I am actually a little torn, but I definitely am still voting for Esther. And I'm stuck between Johnny and Sander, but I think I'm also gonna say Johnny.
You just want to copy me. But okay.
No, you just got to go before me.
Okay, guys. So love you all. Where our audience at home can find you on social media. Roslyn.
At Jeroslyn Diva, Jeroslyn Diva.
Bria.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Bria Williams _ and Twitter at the Bria Williams.
Cody.
I am on Instagram as Cody Epp, CODYYEPP, and on Twitter I'm Cody _Epp.
And you guys can find me on I am on Mikhail on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you guys for being with me here.
Bye.
Love you all. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.